Dortmund are known for bringing through so many youngsters, and that's why they're the perfect team to do our first FC25 rebuild on. But this is going to be a little bit different to the rebuilds you've seen on FC24. This is going to be a multi-part series. So, in today's video, we have part 1 and season 1. So we will play through the whole first season, sign some quality players, see what we can achieve in season 1. Can we win the league? Can we win the Champions League? Can we win the Pokal? And then, in the next video, it will be part 2. And this will be a 3-part series, and see, can we transform Dortmund in 3 seasons? If you are excited for this rebuild though, make sure to hit like, hit subscribe, turn notifications, and let's get straight into this. And this is what the team looks like at the start of season 1. It is actually very strong and very all-rounded, but before we make any changes, we're going to check out some of the new features they've added to this game. So firstly, the new youth academy system, and I've already noticed Mateo Lopez could be one for the future. 16 years old, 57 rated, but his potential could go all the way up to 94. And talking about new features, they've got the new youth tournament, which I'm so excited to play. We've got Bayern Munich in the quarterfinals. We'll play that in a little bit, but for now, let's get back to the first team and decide where we need some new players. And with a budget of 58 million euros, it's definitely enough to bring in some players, but we may need to get even more money, because if you check out the board's objectives, within 2 seasons, they want us to win the Bundesliga, and in this season, they want us to win the Pokal and finish in a Champions League space. And looking back at this team, I think there's an obvious room for improvement, and that is left back. Ben Sabani, I'm not sure how you pronounce his name. He's 29 and only 78 rated, so he's not really going to improve much more. So I think it could be time to bring in a left back. But before we bring in a left back, look how cool this new tactics feature is. So look, here's how we set up with the ball. The fullbacks are a bit more like wing backs now. The forwards are inside. It's so much cooler. But then look, without the ball, we set back into a more traditional 4-3-3. I think that's a really cool feature they've added. After going through all the squad, I've decided the only player I'm instantly going to list is Giovanni Reina. I just don't think he's going to get too many minutes, and it will give us about 15 million euros into the budget. So sadly, I know he's a really big talent. I just don't think he's going to get the minutes that he's going to want. And I said we need a left back. We've got a secured one. We've got Rayan Aït-Nouri from Wolves for 27.5 million euros. I think this will turn out to be an absolute bargain. He is such a baller in real life. And look at him. He's 79 rated, so there's only a 1 rating improvement. But the big difference is he is only 23 years old. He's got so much more room to grow in ratings and become an absolute star for us. And also, his stats look really good, especially going forward. And with him in the team, this is how the starting 11's looking. A lot more solid now. I don't mind it at all. The defence looks really good. Schlotterbeck, Süle. All in all, a very all-rounded team. But going back to the academy for a second, we're going to play the quarter-final versus Bayern Munich. These players could be the future of Dortmund, and especially Lopez, because he's 96 rated in this game, because you can play with them at their max potential. So we want to test how good he feels when he's at his potential peak. And oh my god, it was good. He was skilling up everyone and scored 2 goals in the game. But the best part about the game for me was the new penalty system, where it's more like the American penalty rule, and I thought that was a really cool added feature. And at the end of the game, we did lose, but it was still a bit of fun. And as you can see though, Lopez was definitely the key performer. But back to the first team, and the news of Reina being transfer listed has broke the media. It's all out there for everyone to see now, and the comments are not very happy that we're listening basically. But we've made the decision, we're going to stick by it. And with a budget of £42 million after the signing of Aït-Nouri, I think it's finally time for pre-season and to test who needs to stay, who needs to go, and whether we need to bring in any more players. Guirassy was definitely the star performer of pre-season.
Oh my God.
In front of goal, he was absolutely unbelievable. And Aït-Nouri and Adeyemi showed some really nice link-up, but the defence was definitely a weak point. And it's only going to get weaker because Tottenham have met the release clause of Nico Schlotterbeck. It's an absolute nightmare. It is 117 million, so at least we're getting his value's worth. But realistically, we wanted to keep him because he grows to be one of the best defenders in the entire world. But we got to look at the positives. We now have 149 million euros in the budget, but looking at the defence, it definitely needs to be spent, because Anton and Süle are basically our only 2 centre-backs in the entire club. So we definitely need to strengthen that position. And news is broken, obviously, on social media. People are not happy. A bit underwhelming. Seriously, with question marks. What do you want us to do? He had a release clause and they met it. There's nothing more we can really do about that. But this should cheer up the Dortmund fans, because we've managed to secure a deal for Levi Colwill for 25 million euros. I think that's actually quite a good deal. He's a very good defender, very comfortable on the ball, and also very versatile. And looking at him, he's 21 years old, 77 rated, but we know he will grow so quickly for us. And him next to Sula, I actually really like that partnership. The defence now has a new look, but it's now got potential. It's going to grow a lot for us in this first season, hopefully. But losing Schlotterbeck has left such a big hole in our team that 119 million euros is actually going to be used on another defender. And that defender is going to be Molina from Atletico Madrid for 40 million euros. It might sound like a lot, but look at him. He's 82 rated at 26 years old. He's so solid, can go forward, can defend really well. And with him in the team, our defence now looks a little bit stronger. We're never going to replace Schlotterbeck this window, but I think we've spent the money sensibly. I mentioned it earlier, but the new tactic and player role system is actually so cool. So for example, I've put Guirassy on a poacher, and I really like it because you can see his strengths and weaknesses. But if you do have any suggestions about certain positions and certain players you want in certain roles, make sure to drop them down in the comments and I'll check all of them out and make any changes for part 2. And I think these two players will be our key performers in Season 1. So firstly is Brandt. At 28 years old, he's going into his prime and he's 85 rated. He will be key in creating chances and hopefully scoring a few himself as well. But scoring a few is what Guirassy does, because in pre-season he was an absolute joke, and I think he will be in the season as well. 6'2", he's just a big target man that will just finish his dinner. 28 as well, so he's in his prime as well. They are definitely the two players that I'm relying on to create the chances and finish them. But that's all our business done. You've seen the team, you've seen the transfers. It's now time to play the first half of Season 1. Brandt was so impressive in the first half of the season. The skills he was using, and then he was finishing off his chances as well. And Guirassy and Marlon were linking up on that right-hand side absolutely perfectly. All in all, a very impressive first half of the season. And as you can see, we've made it to the 1st of January, so we're halfway through the season. It's now time to check out how we're doing in the league, the Champions League, and the Pokal. So, the league, we are sat in 2nd place, only 2 points off Bayern Munich. I would say that is a very, very good first 15 games. To only be 2 points off Bayern Munich with how good their team is, we're still competing for the league title, and that is the main thing. And now moving over to the Pokal, we did lose in round 3, so we have failed that objective the board set us, but hopefully the Champions League can save us. So in the league stage so far, after 6 games, we're sat in 10th. Once again, that's not too bad at all. 3 wins, 1 draw, 2 losses. I'm actually quite impressed with how this first half of the season's gone. But no shock, Real Madrid are the ones leading the way with Mbappe, Vinny, Rodrigo, Bellingham. There's so many stars in that team. They are definitely the ones to beat. And looking at the team halfway through the season, there's been some nice improvement. Ainori, Colwill, Molina, the 3 signings, have all improved a little bit. That's really good to see. And Kobel is up to 90 rated. All in all, the team is looking very good. It's now time to check out their individual stats for the first half. So Guirassy has got 9 in 11 in the Bundesliga. That's absolutely crazy. Marlon's got 7 in 12. Once again, so good. Bia has got 7 in 13. Guirassy had a little injury. That's why Bia's got some minutes. Sabitzer, 5 in 15 from midfield. Adeyemi, slow in the league, but 4 in 6 in the Champions League. Brandt, 2 and 4 and 4 assists in the Champions League as well. All in all, everyone has played their part. I'm actually really impressed with this squad so far. But there's always room for improvement. And I've noticed our midfield is slightly aging. So Emre Can is 30 years old. Pascal Gross is 33. We do have Umeka, I'm not sure how you pronounce it. He's still young, but I feel like another young midfielder could do this team absolute favours. But before we do that, talking about youngsters, let's have a look at our youth academy. So we're now going to promote Matteo Lopez to the first team and loan list him. Hopefully he can get some first team minutes in a top division somewhere. That would be absolutely fantastic. And I just want to appreciate the new social media feature a bit. So look at this. Apparently Arsenal are in talks with Molina. I don't even know about this, but Fabrizio has tweeted it, so it must be true. Hopefully we can keep hold of him. And also look at this, the UEFA Team of the Year has been released. Look how cool that is. I mean, I'm not sure why Kimmich is at centre-back and Araujo Kunde at full-backs, but that's fine. It's such a cool team. That's such a cool feature they've added. Hopefully one of our players can make it in that within the 3 seasons this series is going on for. And straight after listening, Matteo Lopez has managed to secure himself a short-term loan to Heracles Almelo. Not really sure who they are, but it will give him some minutes, and that's all that matters. And we have also secured ourselves our young midfielder, Cesar Casadei, the old Chelsea centre mid, is now a Dortmund player for 11.4 million euros. He's 72 rated, 22 years old, and I like him a lot. He's all-rounded, and I think that's something that is perfect for this team. He can play the 10, but he can also play the 6 role, and that is exactly what we need, a little bit more depth. So this is the final squad going into the second half of Season 1, and there's a few players I want to point out to you. So firstly, Kobel. He's 90 rated. I don't think we've appreciated that. That basically makes him the best goalkeeper in the world, and he's just sat in net for us. That's going to help us win trophies so much. And next is Bia, and he is honestly going to be a star for us one day. 22 years old, 89 pace, 80 shooting, and he's 79 rated already. He's ready to take the reins and become our star striker and bag loads and loads of goals for us. But like I've said, you've seen the team, you've seen the key players. It's now time to play the second half of Season 1. And this goal from Sabitzer says everything you need to know about the second half of Season 1. Just take it in, it's a beauty. As you can see, we've made it to the end of the season, and if you look in the bottom right of your screen, there's a neutral game against Liverpool, which if you don't know what that means, it means that's the Champions League final. So we're going to check the league out in a minute. Let's get to the Champions League first. So, in the group stage part of it, we did finish 6th, which is actually really impressive. The two Madrid teams, nothing separated them again other than goal difference. And then in the round of 16, we managed to beat Monaco on penalties. We scraped past there. In the quarters, we beat Sporting 4-3 on aggregate. And in the semis, we beat Man City 5-4 on aggregate. And you've already seen who we're facing. It's Liverpool in the Champions League final. That is such a big achievement. In Season 1, I thought this was going to be the last part of the series kind of achievement. I didn't think it was going to happen first season, but it has. It doesn't mean the league isn't still on though. It's now time to check the Bundesliga. Okay, there's one game left and we're 2 points off. So we will play it, but it's a big ask here. We need Bayern to lose to Hoffenheim. I don't think it's going to happen, but stranger things have. We need to win and they need to lose. That could be massive. We could be in a Champions League final and potentially get our hands on a league title. We'll have to wait and see. And look how good the team is at the end of Season 1. Sabitzer's 85, Brandt's 86, Marlon's 85. The team looks so good. Let's now check out their individual stats. So, Bia got 15 goals in the league and 6 in the Champions League. Our top goal scorer of the year. Marlon got 14 and 7 in the league. That's so impressive. Garassi, 12 in the league as well. That is very good. Adeyemi picked it up a bit. 8 in the Champions League is unbelievable. Sabitzer, 7 and 7 in the league. Brandt, 5 and 7 and 3 and 9. Unbelievable numbers here. And then Molina, 3 and 4 in the league. That's so good. Everyone just played their part perfectly this season. But some players were just so good, and one of them was Molina. Look, he's up to an 84 now. What a bargain I think he was. He's such a good right back. And then Adeyemi's now up to an 83. He's got 4-star skills, 5-star weak foot, and 96 pace. He is unstoppable. And then Bia is up to 80 rated at 22 years old. 89 pace, 4-star skills, and 5-star weak foot. He is an absolute baller. But let's not delay it anymore now. The last game of the Bundesliga. We have quite an easy fixture, but we need to win and Bayern Munich need to lose. We're going with our strongest team and hopefully we can get a result and a bit of luck goes our way. I'll show you all the highlights. But 61 minutes on the clock. We're doing well. It's 0-0. We're putting pressure on and Bayern Munich make it 2-0 in their game. Basically sealing the league for them, which is annoying. We have put up a good fight, but sometimes you have to bow down to the better team. But that doesn't mean we didn't do our part, because we brought Beer off the bench. And look at this, in the 79th minute, he uses a bit of skill, uses his speed, gets inside the box. Lovely little finish, by the way. But then in the 83rd minute, they're trying to play it around in midfield very stupidly. And then Beer intercepts it, he's through on goal, and he makes it 2-0, getting his second of the game. It's not enough to win the league, but it's a very good sign that Beer has come on and scored a brace in the last game of the season. He could be massive in Season 2. But like I said, not enough to win the league. Bayern Munich won 4-0 in the end and obviously won the league by 2 points. It is disappointing, but we were only 2 points off the league and we were so far clear of third. All in all, a very good first season in the Bundesliga. But the time has come. It's Champions League time. We're against Liverpool. And this is how their team is looking. This is what they're predicting to line up as. Salah is obviously going to be the one to watch. They've signed Martinelli on the left. They've signed Christensen in defence. It's a really strong team. But is it as strong as this? Because this is what we're lining up for in the final. I think this is such a good team. Is it enough to beat Liverpool? We're going to have to wait and see. I fancy our chances. Let's get into this final. Come on, Dortmund. Early doors now. Alisson has got the ball. He's booted it long to Salah against Nori. The first battle of them. Oh my God. Salah's just flicked over his head. Now it's Núñez on the ball. He is fast. And Colwell's putting a great challenge there. Now though, 20 minutes on the clock. McAllister into Salah again. He is the key player for them. Núñez, oh my God, great interception from Colwell. Once again, he's giving it straight back to Núñez. This could be trouble. Sula's chasing him. Big challenge from Sula. 35 minutes in. Endo's got the ball. He's giving it to Simicast, who's giving it to Szoboszlai on the left wing. They've got a man over here. Núñez, he's ran through. Oh my God, no. No, we've tripped him. Oh my God, this could be a yellow or a red. Please, I think that was Colwell. We can't get a red in this game in the first half. The ref's calling over Colwell. Please. Please. Oh my God. Our worst fears have happened. Colwell has pulled down Núñez and got a red card in the first half. And after Núñez causing us so many issues, this is how we're going to line up for the rest of the game. We've dropped Sabitzer, Brandt's dropped into midfield, and we've still got a back four, but it's Ben Sebaini now at centre-back. We did train him there, so he is comfortable, but it's still not ideal at all. We've got a long time left to still be playing with 10 men. We've just managed to win a big free kick in the 60th minute. We've got to make the most of it. It's been a really quiet game this second half. Good ball in, please. Can Emre Can do something? He's trusted it. Marlon! Oh my God, what a save from Alisson. Okay, Ben Sebaini's got the ball now. 70 minutes in. Oh my God, he's gave that away in a stupid place. This could be Liverpool's first chance of the second half. We've done so well to keep them quiet, but now Salah's wrong goal. Oh, surely not. Oh my God, what a save. What a challenge. Oh my God, get it clear, get it clear. I'm pausing that. But look at this for a block, by the way. It's Molina, our signing. That challenge could potentially win us the Champions League. Okay, 90 minutes on the clock now. We've booted it long to Marlon. Can he get on the end of it? He just about can. He's against Tsimikas. He's put a ball in. Garassi. It's a good header. Nothing too challenged for Alisson, and we're into extra time. In fairness, it's been such a good performance. We've had 10 men for lots of it, and we've really limited their chances. Absolutely nothing has happened in extra time. We've booted it along to Beer. Great touch from it. He's tried to find Bino Gittins. He's not won that. Now it's Gakpo. If we survive this possession, we've made it to penalties. But can we? Martinelli's through on goal, surely? Oh my God, what a save. Oh my God, how has he kept us in it again? First the Salah save, now the Martinelli one. We go into penalties, all because of Kobel. What a hero. And this is how we're going to line up for the penalty shootout. It's nothing too surprising. Other than the fact that Ben Sebaini is actually really good at pens, which I did not know. But can we do it? At this point, it's down to a bit of luck. Sorry, McAllister's penalty didn't record properly, but he did score it. And now let's get back to it. Ben Sebaini's first penalty. Come on. Here we go. Yes, what a penalty. I knew he could do it. 1-0. That's a good way to respond. Now Szoboszlai, though. We need to get a save early doors. And we've got one. Oh my God. Marlon, score this. Give us the advantage. Great penalty there. They must have been working on this in training when I haven't been there. Salah now against Kobel. Oh, I mean, fair play, Salah. That's an absolute joke of a penalty. Bia, the young striker. Oh, no messing about. Straight down the middle. We're 2 penalties away. If we save one, it's even sooner. Arnold. Fair play. That's a good penalty. Good penalty. This one's crucial. Brandt, please. Please. What a penalty. If we score one more penalty or save this one, we've won the Champions League. It's Gakpo against Kobel. Oh my God, we've done it. We've done it. Kobel has been a hero. He saved a Salah one-on-one. He saved a Martinelli one-on-one. And he's went and saved 2 out of 5 penalties. We also went 4 from 4. It's an absolute joke. But we've done it first season. I did not expect that at all. Obviously, remember, there are 2 parts still to come. But season 1, this is how it reads. We came second in the league. We didn't achieve well in the Pokal at all. But we won the Champions League with 10 men against Liverpool. What an achievement that is. We can get our hands on the trophy in season 1. And there's so much more room for improvement as well. But that's where I need you guys. You need to let me know down below. Are there any signings I need? Do I need to sell anyone? Are there any tactical changes needed? But Season 2 will be out very shortly. I need all your suggestions down below so I can make Season 2 somehow even better than Season 1. But that is the end of Season 1. If you have enjoyed it, make sure to hit like, hit subscribe, turn notifications. And until next time, thanks for watching and goodbye.